Do I abandon ship or do I trust the process?
Welcome to the Millennial Girls Podcast, guys.
That was energetic.
I think my Excedrin has finally kicked in because I woke up with a migraine this morning, but here we are.
This time of year, I feel like is the year you get like migraines. Because even last year, that was very
You
prevalent.
think it's like seasonal?
Maybe because of allergies.
I hope not.
If you're a doctor, please let us know. Anyway, guys, you know the drill. I'm Racquel.
And I'm Natasha.
And we are the Millennial Girls. Those jazz hands, Mr. Bones, what's going on? Be sure to, leave a 5-star review. And I promise it helps. It's not just us asking. In podcast land, MG land, it helps with the algorithm, whatever that means. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to Apple. And we have to shout someone out today.
Yes!
So we had a very, very nice fan. Love you so much.
Wait.
Okay, so
explain
the situation. So myself and my friend Brooke, we do reaction videos to K-pop music videos on YouTube. So fun. And one of our fans who also listens to the podcast sent us a ton of BTS merch and also like Korean and Japanese candy and candles. And she also sent me and Natasha some stuff too, which was super nice.
Racquel texted me, like, I have nothing to do. Like, that's like another project that Racquel does on her own. If you don't know, follow them, subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah, they sent me like some gifts too, and I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Oh my god!" Nice. I obviously didn't expect anything. Racquel and Brooke were talking about it, and then Racquel texted me and like, "Do you have a gift too?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, she sent us.
I feel so loved.
So much stuff. I ate all the matcha Kit Kat, so that was
matcha Kit Kat. That's so cool.
It was so good.
So
I literally was. It was kind of an awkward video because we're like eating and trying to talk, and I'm like stuffing my face, and I'm like, this is my
my god, that front flip in the video.
Yeah, literally,
I can't.
But it was really good. So shout out to 9 de Octubre on Twitter. Yeah, you say it on Twitter. She goes by Fab. You are amazing. She wrote us little notes.
Thank you
too.
so much.
So nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbox mine at the end of the video if you're watching on YouTube, so you can see all the goodies. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I really wasn't expecting it, so. That was a really nice surprise.
She drew a unicorn on my card, and I was like, oh my god.
I love it.
In my feels. Anyway, today we're getting into a topic. It's not emo. Kind of. A little.
We'll
see how
we'll get real with it.
Out, should I just change my career?
Oh boy.
Because here's the thing, guys. I feel like a lot of people are in a really weird space, a different weird space than probably like 6 months ago, because 6 months ago when we all got furloughed, lost our jobs, everyone's like, oh my god, it's a global pandemic.
Right.
We'll figure it out 6 months, 7 months down the line. We'll be fine. We're not fine. People still don't have jobs. People are applying to jobs. And I know on LinkedIn, I've been looking at stuff and it says like 600 applicants. And you're like, oh. And there's also a lot of jobs just being posted to be posted. They're not actually hiring. So obviously we work, we work with the music industry. A lot of people who work in live events or any of that nature, there's no live events coming back for God knows how long. So those people I feel like are really trying to be like, do I go back to school and, completely change my career? Do I get my real estate license? Like I know one of my friends who's a flight attendant is now getting a real estate license just because that's so uncertain. And it's like, okay, do I abandon ship or do I trust the process?
Right. I don't have the answer.
We definitely don't have the answer to this. It's really a question we're asking just the universe at this point, because I mean, obviously if you have to make a living, you gotta work.
Obviously.
So,
and yeah, I don't have the answer. I literally last night, I was texting with one of my friends. She's a New Yorker. She's been there for the past 10 years and she has a very stable job. She's been there for, I think, either 1 or 2 years. She's one of the few people that I know. I literally was just texting her last night and I was like, do you realize that out of all the people that I'm surrounded by, aside from my fiance and his company, which are other people that, I'm surrounded by in hospitality, her and one of my other friends who is in Miami, who when she was in university with me where we met, she got an internship there and the internship ended up turning into a full-time job, ended up getting promoted a couple times. Those are the only 2 people that I know that still are working. That's it.
Wow.
From my group of friends.
Yeah, I mean, all of my friends.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that both you and I, maybe we have a little side project here or there, but in my case, I have yet to get one check because I just started like a month ago. I have yet to get a check for anything. So I have not made $1 yet working, doing anything. And I've applied same like for, you know, like gigs, like video editing. I created my Fiverr account to, you know, offer services and whatever. And it's really hard to even get like, you know, one bite. Or I've, you know, sent several resumes. Like I had sent a resume for BBC Radio at the beginning of COVID because they had a social media like manager position open or something, which I know like, again, my background's in marketing. So it's not just like, I'm not just looking for like obviously on air because I know that that's like the last thing I could really look for right now because it's
no one's hiring.
Like not even that, but it's like there's even less positions open for that.
Right.
You know, there's more chances of doing like the social stuff. So I did that. I applied to like Bang Energy. I remember at the beginning they had reposted that job a couple times and I think like a hair care product. It's a 10 hair care. And I use it. I had applied to that. No response back.
And that's like the general consensus I keep hearing is I have so many friends obviously that lost their jobs or because they work in live events, concerts, all that stuff, or even on air. And it's the same thing. It's like I applied to a couple jobs last week and it's 800 applicants. Okay. First of all, there's a 99% chance they're not actually hiring and they just posted the job because they have to, or they're hiring internally, or they're just not going to hire until everyone knows what's happening. I mean, we've talked about this, but there's, you know, a really high percentage of a chance that COVID's going to get really bad in a couple weeks, and I keep saying that everywhere. Yeah. What company is going to take the chance of hiring people when they're probably going to just have to let go or furlough them? And it's like, I'm sorry, last one in is going to be the first one out. So that's the scariest part. I mean, honestly, for me too, that's the biggest thing in the back of my head. It's like, I'm going to apply for a job. Let's say I get a job somewhere. I'm going to move there and then I'm fired or let go. Like, could you imagine? Then you're really screwed stuck with the lease, with this, with that. Like, no way. I mean,
God. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even consider, like, if you were to move and do that. Oh, God.
That's the most terrifying part.
Oh, my God. I didn't even think about that. So, like, when I had applied for BBC Radio, imagine if, I got it and then they fired me and I'm in another country.
Or furloughed and you, like, are on a work visa and that's, like, a whole different thing.
Oh, my God. That would be a nightmare.
I mean, that is just...
But I mean, at the same time, I mean, you never know, like, what other opportunities could be around moving because we're, like, obviously so in this market. You never know. But, yeah, it's something that's, like, it's just so tough, like, to kind of navigate because a huge part of me, like, I'm just not motivated to apply, like, left and right for, like, anything that I see because I'm just, like, in the back of my mind, I keep thinking, like, oh, what if we go in lockdown again at the end of the year? Yeah. What if we go in lockdown again at the end of the year? And it's, like, me repeating that to myself, I know maybe I'm not being positive or optimistic, but it's like the same thing. Like, who's going to want to hire me when we're going to shut down again? Like, it's like, it doesn't make sense.
And it's like, again, think of all these companies that already have furloughed so many people. It's like, then you're just going to be another one. I mean, it's so crazy. And honestly, the friends who have jobs right now in radio or anything, they're like, every day I go to work and I'm like, am I still going to have a job? Am I not? What's happening? Because it's not like everything's fully opening, booming, concerts are like everyone's having issues.
Right.
So it's like whether you're a record label, a radio station, or even a restaurant, I mean, everyone's in the same boat.
And that's the thing too, is like, we've talked about this like at the beginning, you know, sometimes I ask myself, I'm like, do I need to try to like look for something in hospitality again? Because that's the only thing that's like really like thriving right now because everybody's going out to eat, restaurants, whatever. But it's like at the same time, again, like we said earlier, do I abandon ship or do I trust the process? It's like, do I just like switch and do something else just to like make some money? Or do I kind of like stick with what I'm trying to do now, which is like obviously like building like this brand, etc. You know, no dollar coming in, but like, you know, focusing on doing this maybe in the future is going to be beneficial for us, you know, rather than like, you know, not making this a priority, working in a restaurant job just to make some money. And then like, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't have the answer.
And let us just say we're both very lucky. I live at home still with my parents.
Right.
And, you know,
obviously I'm good. If you're watching on YouTube.
This is her apartment. You know? So obviously, like I said before, you know, if you have to work and like, God forbid, you have to support a family or you're about to be evicted, like you got to kind of just do what you got to do for the moment. But I think we're more so talking about long-term type of thing because, you know, we were let go from our jobs back in April now. So we're kind of like, okay. Like, I don't know anything else. I went to school for journalism. I have a minor in theater. So, I mean, it's like, do you put me in a Hallmark movie or do you put me
Yeah, Racquel's like, I'm going to go to Broadway and audition tomorrow.
Broadway's closed until May. So,
You're like,
I mean, that's kind of my thing. It's like, I've always known one thing, and that's communicating, broadcasting, talking. I mean, yes, I could probably work at a record label. Yes, I could probably work at Spotify doing playlist stuff, but I want to be the personality. That's
right.
I'm just not ready to give that up yet. And I mean, everyone's always like, apply to the news, and I'm like, I don't want to do hard news. But if push came to shove, and something happened, and I needed to have a job, I would apply to a news station.
But the thing is, like, okay, so do you think that it's smart? And everybody listening, please, like, this is a question for everybody. Do you think it's smart to keep pushing that aside? So, like, let's say you have two options. You just apply to everything that you see. So whether it's including hard news, or in my case, if it's for a bunch of different, like, companies or brands that I have no idea what the heck they are,
mm-hmm.
and I just apply anyways because they need a social media manager, and it could be the most boring thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better to apply to everything just in case something bites, because down the line that might secure you and save you? Or is it better to live the dream, trust the process, and then you're just like telling yourself, okay, like, let me keep doing what I think is best, or what I know and what my dream is and my goal is, like, kind of like go towards that and then hope for the best? Because at that point, once the time passes, or maybe we go into 2021, maybe people are already in the company that would have been able, or getting the job that you wanted. You get what I mean?
Right. Well,
you lose that opportunity of even getting your foot through the door, or, maybe you should have done hard news 6 months ago and then now you're screwed, I
mean, I applaud people every day who are reporters on TV covering hard news, because especially the past 6-7 months, like, even when we were talking about COVID on air every damn day, every hour, I was emotionally exhausted every time I got home from work. And it's just, it really is for specific people. Like, yes, of course, so many people are starting off as, like, weather girls, traffic girls, they go to reporters, then they get to do all the, like, entertainment stuff. But, I mean, even my professor in college was like, Racquel, like, tone down the pep a little bit. And I'm like, no! I'm going to be on E! News, which is canceled now. So, here we are.
Tone down the pep a little bit?
Like, I remember he gave me a story once, because we covered, like, hard news NPR radio in school. He gave me a story about, bless his heart, he always really just tried to cater something to me. It was like illegal fireworks, or like women empowerment. Okay. And then something else was, I don't remember what the other thing was, but my friends were like, we've literally been talking about illegal traffic light cameras for 3 weeks, and this bitch over here is talking about fireworks. And I'm like, yeah, guys, sparkles.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I've gotten to the point, which I know I am not the only one, where I'm literally like, should I just go back to school and get my degree in engineering? Like, I'm like, what? Totally like left field. Like, I'm just, like I've literally
you could probably do computer science because you're smart with that stuff.
I've literally like, I've asked myself this question, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I mean, there's so many different avenues to take right now, especially with like school, for example. So like, if I wanted to, brush up on my skills that I already have, which I've considered too, and I did like buy a course, which I have yet to do one class in it, and I told myself I'd do one a week, and I'm not doing it. But it's like, let me brush up my skills from going from intermediate to like advanced video editing, or like learn some animation stuff or something, like, because these are ways to obviously make myself more competitive in the market. And even like yesterday, Racquel sent me a story from somebody who was looking for a video editor.
I was like, here.
She sent it to me, thank God, because I follow her, but I wouldn't have clicked that story. I don't see half the people
post anyway.
So I emailed her my resume. I emailed her like portfolio, like stuff that I've done, whatever. But like stuff, even though I know that I'm good and I know that I can teach myself and learn, or like get something done that somebody wants, I don't consider myself to be like fully advanced, like with video editing or like animation stuff. Like, I still have to kind of learn along the way if I want to do stuff that's like really, really nice, like a moving graphic or something, like motion graphic or something like cool. But like, obviously, like putting stuff together, timing, sound, and all that, like I'm good with that.
I mean, most people are like literally looking for, and not YouTube editors.
Well, and that's the thing, like not everybody like knows how to do that, right? So like, of course, that's a skill that I have. But like, she ended up posting a screenshot of like all the people that are applying, And it was all guys. I was literally like, can you just hire me because I'm a female? Like, the fact that I'm in again, I mean, like, you don't typically see girls doing this kind of stuff that I do. Like, the video editing and all this.
One girl at the Panthers who was on the video team, and she was, you know, it was all guys. It was her, and she did amazing work. And then for creative, the head was a woman. But everyone else was a dude.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like, it still blows my mind because it's like, it's not that, I don't know. I like learned how to do it on my own. Like, I just started doing it. Like, I was a person that, like, in high school and stuff, like, I wanted to be the one to, like, put the video together for, like, a project.
And I was like, I'll be on camera.
Right. Like, I did both because it was fun and funny for me. But, like, I was the one that always wanted to do that. Or, like, I was the person that was on Paint. You know, on
oh my God.
whatever, like on Microsoft, like on PC, like making, you know, stupid, like, I mean, I guess at that time it would have been a meme, but it like memes were not a thing yet. Right. So I would like paint stuff with the paint tool. Remember,
that's
like
so crazy.
I was I was that kid. So I don't know, like that's why now, I mean, engineering is totally different. But I've even asked myself, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'd have more opportunity in a completely different industry. Should I go back to school and get another bachelor's degree in something else?
Let me ask you, because you've done kind of different fields.
Right.
Where were you the happiest? Genuinely.
Okay. I have two, though. That's fine. This is a thing that's like, I'm kind of like embarrassed about it, but it's like I was really happy when I was bartending at the restaurant because I was working for a group. The thing is, this is the thing that makes it so complicated, though, is that the group I was working for, they were all shutting down in South Florida. That's a problem. So, like, it wasn't, like, a super strict environment. Like, I always like when you have, like, a little, like, wiggle room or, like, freedom to kind of
to be
do your own thing. No, I mean, like, there's just other companies that are, like, very corporate that are more structured, like, more rules and stuff. And so, like, I like having a little bit of that flexibility, but that's what I liked about working for them. And then on top of it, it's just, I'm very passionate about food. So, like, I've always been that person, like, when I've gone in and out of hospitality, when it came to the food stuff, that's where I, like, really thrive. So, like, if I was talking to a customer, or even when I was managing the restaurant, like, I liked being that person to, like, recommend you something because I know I can figure out exactly what you want and what you're going to like, you know? Like, or creating menus and, you know, making recipes and stuff like that. And, like, I also became, like, employee of the month when I was working, like, bartending and stuff because I had, like, moved from, like, hostess to bartender. And then, like, they gave me, like, employee of the month because I was, like, I mean, I was busting my ass. I don't know. Like, I really cared about what I did. And then from employee of the month, they, like, promoted me or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was just, like, they were acknowledging the work that I was putting in. And it was the only company that I ever worked for that did that. That's the thing.
Yeah, and that's sad.
And then, of course, it shut down. I'm like... So it's like, you know, and then at the radio too, like the radio, there was tons of drama, which you're gonna get anywhere.
Right.
It was kind of like a toxic environment. I can't say like the restaurant that I was working for. I worked at 2 restaurants. So the one I'm talking about is before I was managing. At the restaurant, it wasn't like a super toxic environment. Like I was cool with it. Like you came in, you left, you did your thing, whatever. But at the radio, I really liked being on air. That's the part that I was happy about. I was happy about talking to you guys, like having you guys call in or message us and like, you know, having that community of just a community of like-minded things. Like we all liked the same music. We all talked about it. We all cared about, you know, the artist that did this or the new song that did that. And so that like even forcing me to have to read every single day and, you know, talk about what was going on in the industry and stuff like I really enjoyed doing that. Yeah. I mean, so those are the 2 places that I'd say, not place, but like the things that I did that like, made me happy.
Yeah. I think that's something that you can take away from this episode because I have worked in very toxic work environments to the point where it made me physically ill and it caused me so much stress and anxiety that I am not going to work somewhere that is going to make me be in that place ever again. Right. So I would rather, you know, wait it out a little bit.
Okay, so when you moved from doing
Panthers,
I didn't know if I should like name or whatever. So when you went from Panthers to moving to the radio station, excuse me, oh my gosh. When you moved there, Did you expect the radio station to be how it was?
I mean, I knew a little bit of what I was getting into.
You did?
I did, just because I had done stuff with them before.
And it was already...
Well, here's the thing, too. I mean, our side was fine. You know what I mean? Like, programming, we pretty much had our stuff together, and the 4 on-air personalities, we really, like, were a fam, a team. We were the Fab 4, Core 4.
Yeah.
Like, it was really good, on our end of things, which I think was really nice. And I hadn't been in that kind of environment in a really long time. Yeah. Where I wasn't physically
wow,
sick.
That gave me goosebumps.
And ill. And I even remember driving to work and just being like, wow, I'm really happy. Like, and I hadn't felt that in so long. Because in previous jobs, I would drive to work and I'm like, am I going to get fired today? Or are they going to say I am horrible at my job? Or are they going to tell me that I suck? Or
because these are things that they've told you before.
Not even necessarily. I mean, it was implied for sure. It was just like, why do you do this, and this? And it was kind of like, you suck, and the other person is like, you're so great, and you're just like, what? Which is not normal. And if you're in that kind of work environment, get out, because it's mental abuse. So I mean, obviously, nothing's perfect. No boss is ever going to be great or amazing, but if it's taking a toll on your health, you should probably leave. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that's the thing too. So I've definitely had both ends of the spectrum for sure. So I know that you can be happy, like, doing what you want to do.
Yeah, of course.
If happiness is kind of what you want to go for, then I think you should, you got to do what you want to do and chase your dream. But if you're kind of in the position where you're going to get evicted or you can't support your family, you kind of have to make a mature adult decision and say, okay, what should I do now? Or maybe there's some place in the middle where you can do me.
Right. And that's okay. That's kind of like going full circle to the conversation I was having with my girlfriend in New York. She was telling me, look at agencies, because she said that not dream job, like the job that she has now, she's like really happy because of the pay that she gets and the benefits and et cetera. And I asked her, I was like, when you applied to work for them originally, were you looking at them because of the company and you knew the company that they were and you wanted to be a part of that? Or were you applying because like they were giving you the pay that you were looking for? And so like, it was kind of like, it wasn't that she wasn't looking for happiness, but she was like looking at what kind of like the criteria that she needed to get through it, Right. And it ultimately resulted in her being happy. You get what I mean? So like she wasn't going into this like, oh my God, this is my dream company, my dream job, this is an interesting concept, because if you go into it that way, sometimes the company is not what you think it is.
Oh yeah, I've experienced that hands-on.
I mean, as weird as this might sound, like
it's
one day...
It's kind of like when you meet... They tell you not to meet your favorite, like, celebrity or idol because it's probably not going to be...
You're going to be disappointed?
Yeah, you're going to be disappointed. It's kind of like the same thing. Like,
really?
Don't really work for your dream company because it's probably not going to be what you want.
Like, it's not what you expect, I guess. And I mean, it doesn't apply, obviously, like, all across the board, but I feel like we're also, like, kind of having this really high expectation, almost, like, unrealistic. And, like, sometimes maybe we need to give, like, other companies a chance. Like, I was thinking about that last night. But then I was like, you know what? I was, like, trying to change my perspective. And I'm like, maybe I should just treat them the same way you should treat, like, a human being, right? Like, even if somebody might, gossip about a person, or you've never met someone in your life and meeting them for the first time, like, what are you going to be like, oh, who the heck is this? And, like, all judgmental and, like, not give them a chance? Like,
be a nice person. I'm, like, not going to apply to a job just to apply to a job. Like, at this point, I've been in the industry for 6 years, broadcasting. I worked for free for 4. Or little to free for 4. I've still done free stuff in the past 2 years. And it's like, I've been to the point where I've been worked to the bone and I've been in the hospital. So I'm going to strategically apply for me to be sane. You always hear, that's who the strong come out on top, because there's going to be so many people in broadcasting and radio and TV who are over it and were let go or furloughed, and it's just... they need a steady job, so they're out. Right. So I'm like, okay, so even though there's only certain few jobs, I think after all of this, only the strong will truly have survived, and we'll see who has, like, I'm still in it. Like, I want to be back on radio. Like, that is in my brain, I will be on back.
Oh, you're
back
saying
on
like that other people might give up?
Yeah.
Or they might, what do we say? We abandon ship.
Abandon ship,
They
jump
might
ship.
Yeah.
I think everything is all about how you spin it and how you make yourself sound.
And which is why I want all my friends to sell me, because I'm not very good at selling myself.
Oh, and what do I say? What did I say in that episode? You gotta be your own hype man, because if you aren't, no one else is going to be. And I think that is the number one thing to take away from this too. If you were doubting yourself, read The Universe Has Your Back, because it truly has changed my life. I just ordered another book from her.
Link in description.
The link is in our bio. And just, I mean, honestly too, it's like, there's so many master classes now that you can take on sale, that are on sale. So if you are doubting yourself, like Natasha said, she bought a class. She needs to do it. If you want to do, there's a music industry class being featured right now that I'm like, should I do it? For NYU and Billboard are offering. So, I mean, if you look hard enough, there's certain things that you're gonna be able to put on your resume that are going to make you stand out. And honestly, if a job interview, a Zoom interview, is if you're going to be doing one, you have to be confident. The second, even if you don't know what the hell is going on and they're asking you, spit it and make it like you do.
Oh, totally. And that's the thing. When it comes to interviews and like in person, that's somewhere where I feel like I thrive. Like I'm better at being in person, that situation. But it's like on paper, like seeing this resume versus another or seeing this portfolio versus another, it's just a lot. Like even when I applied for the video editing thing, like I guess they were expecting a reel of like work, and I don't have a reel of work. Like I've never put a reel together, which I'm gonna have to do now. But it's like these are things that it's like I just haven't
here's
done.
my YouTube channel.
I haven't done in so long, right? It's like I have a whole channel that I can show you, you know. But it's like I haven't put a reel together, so it's these are just things that I guess at least in the creative side of things. I mean, obviously, if you're in creative and you do graphic design and stuff, like that's just what you have to do. You have to have a portfolio. It's just something I haven't done for so long. Yeah. Like here's my reel, here's my other reel, here's my podcast, here's my here's my interview with Mark Garrix. Your audio.
What do you want? What else do you want? Air check for this, air check for I'm like, which one do you want? Let me know.
And these are things that you just, I think, with or without a pandemic in your career, you just always have to brush up on your skills. Yeah. You always have to get a new certification to keep yourself relevant. Like I remember my dad when he had a bachelor's degree, he had 2 associate's degree, whatever. He was all school. He had a full-time job, but then a new language would come out with programming and he'd go back to school and learn the new language. Yeah. But those are the things where it's you got to suck it up. You can't be lazy and you got to do it. Yeah. To keep yourself relevant, because the new young fresh meat out of college, they're learning stuff that we don't know what they're learning in school if you're not in school anymore, and they might be, people are going to want the fresh meat, especially when it comes to online digital stuff, because you're just going to, I feel like you're going to trust them more since you know that they're in it right now,
or they're obsessed with it and can't get anything done, so you'll be hired because they'll be fired. Anyway, I mean, you let us know, guys. I think we're all still figuring everything out. We're never going to know everything. We'll see what happens. And honestly, the next, 5 to 6 weeks are going to be a telltale of what's going on with jobs and stuff because of the pandemic, because of the election. Everything's going to be very up in the air until then. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
We'll see what's going on.
On YouTube, let us know in the comments if you guys are considering going back to school for anything, taking a new course. But
maybe.
Racquel, I think you need to be more open-minded towards that part. You can't
going
just
back to school? Oh, I'm not going back to school.
No, but I'm not saying go get a degree, but take a course in something so that you can, I'm saying brush up on a skill.
No, the certification type of thing that I might do that Billboard class type of thing. But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but I'm not going back to school.
No, I'm not saying go get another degree.
Hell no.
Trust me, I'm should I don't know. We'll see, but leave us a comment. Let us know if you've gone back, if you're taking a real estate course now. That's another thing that my fiance and I have talked about. If you're taking a course, if you're I'm switching careers, I'm going to get another bachelor's degree.
I'm learning another language, so.
Are you still, again, but that's another skill that you can add to your list. You're okay, now I'm fluent in such and such, you never know. Yeah. And speaking of learning another language, I want to unbox the gift that we were talking about earlier, because I haven't opened it yet, so let's do it together.
We did an unboxing on Brooks on our channel, so if you want to see it, what we were sent, I was eating all the Kit Kats and matcha at Brooke Morrison. It's our channel together. We do reaction videos. It's fun. But let's open up yours.
I'm so excited.
Open up the note first.
Oh, wait. I didn't realize the note. I'm sorry.
Yes. So I think she works at this company.
Yeah, Diptyque.
Diptyque.
Yeah, Diptyque. They have like the best candles ever.
Oh,
they're really expensive and they smell amazing. I love Diptyque. I think I had like the little ones, and then every time that I see people in Europe and stuff, they always have like the giant ones, and I'm like, how do you afford
Emily in Paris?
So many of those. Natasha, I hope your love is always happy.
Aww.
And she put unicorns on mine too. Is this how yours looked?
Yeah.
Life goes on. Let's live on. 2020.
I
so
love
cute.
it.
I love it. I'm
so
going to show
cute.
it on the camera if you're looking.
One of us is the purple unicorn and one of us is the pink. So cute.
I'm like, I'll be the purple one, I guess.
I was going to say I'm the pink.
Yeah. I have no choice with Racquel.
I'm the pink one.
That's so cute. I love it. And by the way, your handwriting
Her handwriting is beautiful.
Oh my God. Can you draw like something? Can you do like more art for us? I love it.
Yeah, we love it.
Like to hang in the house. That's all.
Yeah. Or for our channel.
I'm like, no, not that. We're not doing that. So, as I open up this stuff, we have another announcement. We're super excited.
Okay.
Yeah. Our other announcement is we have a meeting in 10 minutes, actually.
Oh, we have interns!
We have interns, you guys.
We brought on 3 interns.
I love it.
And we are super excited. So, she sent us a lot of Japanese candy. There's really yummy.
There's like,
the jellies, the Kit Kat.
Oh, yeah. Lychee or lychee. I always say lychee, but Lychee Kit Kat. That's so cool that they have like these flavors in them.
I'm not sure if this is Korean or no, that's Japanese.
They're Japanese. So there's like Japanese candy, mango gummy candy. I want to eat them like right now.
I know.
Wait, what is that? What is this like bark looking thing? It's not cinnamon. But, oh shit. Anyways, there's like little candies, so that's fun.
The Kit Kats were great.
Can't wait. And then she sent a Diptyque candle. I love these candles. I'm so happy. Oh my God, thank you.
So sweet. Thank you guys. Thank you.
That's so awesome.
Thank you, Fab,
I love it.
so much. We love it. Yeah, we did our unboxing of this, me and Brooke, and then we went to lunch, and I was like, I'm not hungry. I had so much candy.
I had so much candy. Trick or treat. This is our Halloween. I prefer these.
Yeah.
Can we have these candies like for Halloween instead of like
I know
the junk we get here? Like, these are so much better.
The matcha green tea Kit Kat was so good.
Can you order them like on Amazon?
Yeah,
or something?
I think they're on eBay.
Really?
Yeah, probably on Amazon too. But they might.
We should check on Amazon. If we find them on Amazon, I want to put like a little Amazon store together of like favorite stuff that we have because we talk about so many products all the time. If we put that together and we find the candies, we'll put them on there.
Shout out to Solved Solutions for the cocoa pads.
Yes!
Because they reposted and us on their story, and we're supposed to be getting a care package from them. From Korea, from South Korea.
That's so awesome.
Expensive. So excited.
Racquel is so expensive.
So
See, Solve Skincare, this is what you do. You make her feel expensive.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah, thank you. I know. How lucky are we?
I was like crying of happiness.
After I just complained for an hour about jobs and whatever, and here we are with like all these gifts.
I know, it's so nice. But it truly makes your day because I was having a day and Brooke had texted me and was like, we got gifts and Natasha did too. And I was like, what? Oh my God, it's so nice.
I'm like, can I eat this while we talk?
Oh, no, please.
So
I tried that one. So
I'm going to try this. That was going
I did not, I don't know what this is.
Oh my God, you guys, this smells so good. It doesn't, it looks like a white chocolate Kit Kat, and it smells
like lychee.
Like lychee, whatever. It smells so good.
I had that one.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to try it.
Wait, do you not break the Kit Kat before you eat?
I don't eat Kit Kats, so Racquel is freaking out.
It's really good. It's fresh and light. It's nice.
Oh my God.
Right?
This is so good.
Right? So good.
I like this better than the original. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
it's like, it's sweet, but it's like,
not,
it's like fruity, like kind of flavor inside. I like fresh. I like fruity stuff.
Fresh.
Like if you get me like a cake or something, I like fruit stuff. I like that stuff. But anyways, of course, you guys, make sure to leave us a 5-star review, as we said at the beginning of the episode, on Apple. It helps us out. And if you want to support us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. I think like half of the people that are watching our videos are still not subscribed. So if you subscribe and ring the bell, it really helps us out. And you get the notifications, obviously, anytime that we release videos. And hopefully we'll be releasing little like sound bites or like little clips from like older episodes, just if you want to, if you missed out on anything. Those will be coming out soon as well. And then, of course, subscribe, Apple, follow us everywhere at Millennial_girls on Instagram.
And we have some good new content dropping soon.
Yes.
So.
And then, of course, like we said earlier, we have interns, so look out for them. They're going to be helping us with...
we have to actually go on a Zoom call with them right now. So
we're going to chat with them, but we're super excited to have them on, and we feel really lucky that,
we can even have... First of all, it's crazy that people even sent the resume.
That's what I'm saying. We feel lucky that
crazy.
like people obviously, you know, wanted to be a part of this, and you know, there are like certain things that we haven't been able to get a chance to get around to, and so hopefully that's going to help us grow even more.
First step of growing the MG brand. So thank you guys so much. We will catch you guys next time.
Peace, love, and unicorns.
Peace, love, and unicorns.